When people of different strokes come together to build a common livelihood for the entire community, that is resiliency in the making amidst difficulties of the pandemic, with the heaven blessing them with a bountiful harvest. While this sounds too good to be true, this is happening in Barangay Nabitasan, La Paz, Iloilo City.
Maayong adlaw, I am Kagawad Jan Jasmer Persponsaran, and this is the GULAYAN sa Nabitasan, the JPT Ediscape 2021 Level Up Entry of Barangay Nabitasan, La Paz, Iloilo City.
The JPT Ediscape is a project initiated by the IloIlo City government headed by Mayor JPT amidst the pandemic, which aims to empower indigent women, youth, and barangay officials, with all implementing offices in the promotion of identified socio-economic projects and activities that promote socio-economic recovery of the barangays in the city of Iloilo.
As the chairperson for the Committee on Livelihood and Job Opportunities and the Kagawad in charge of this wonderful project, I have always believed that our community can benefit from this urban agriculture. It has developed our community's environmental standards, provided availability of nutritious vegetables, gave temporary work to those who were jobless brought by this pandemic, united our community, and created a sustainable system.
For us, the JPT Ediscape, or the GULAYAN sa Nabitasan, is not just a communal garden, but a social activity brought about by the bayanihan spirit, as it fosters responsibility and a sense of belongingness during this time of health crisis. Truly great things can be done if we work together. Unity speaks on how people or the community is connected. Through our bayanihan spirit, it is pleasant to know that our community were active and determined to take part in this project. Yes, it is true that this is possible to reach success when everyone is involved and works together. We lived up with bayanihan, making this project worth it and a success. The communal garden was a goal achieved through the efforts of our GULAYAN volunteers, barangay officials, barangay tanots, health workers, youth volunteers, 4-piece members, and even teachers of Nabitasan Elementary School. We have gained a worthwhile project through bayanihan of our community. Despite coming from the various levels of economic standing, we have dedicated ourselves to work as one and committed to cultivating the garden no matter what time of the day.
Nagtulod sa akon para isa ka membro diri sa GULAYAN, ang para makabalik man ko sa bilang purpose, makabalik man ko serbisyo sa aton komunidad. The same time para makabalo man ko kung paano magtanom kag magpadamo sa mga utan. Kag na-enjoy gid ako diri sa pagpananom namo. Kag sa subong madamo gid ako nahibaluan sa kung paano magtanom kag sa para kag paano magpadamo sang mabulig sa amon pagpangabuhi.
Bilang isa ka volunteer diri sa Barangay Nabitasan, wala kami idea kung paano gid magtanom kay tungod arikit sa syudad. Wala kami gawa may balaan kung paano, bali ang amon na lang subong gatanaw kami sa mga guides or YouTube para mabalaan namon kung paano kami makatanom, paano namon mapadako ang isa katanom nga magnami siya. Amo na nga example sa sini, bilang nga guide diri na lang kami ga check. At least amon ma-prepare maayo kag matanong.
It took us about a month to do the landscaping and setting up of everything. Although midway into these activities, we already started planting. Around 7 to 10 people worked on the garden, while others took charge of the supplies.
Some of us will be here as early as 6 in the morning to tend our garden, and we'll go home as late as 7 in the evening. We take turns in cultivating our crops and vegetables.
usang barangay kag isa man ka focal person sa sining proyekto, una sa tanan ang amon gid nga panghangkat nga naagyan amo ang kakulangan sa duta. Kay ang amon nga lokasyon tupad gid ini siya sang punong. Kag ang isa pa pag-abot sang tig-ululan, nagabaha ining amon lugar magluwas nga may ginasulod kami sang high tide. Nalabot gid sang tubig dagat ang amon mga tanom kag nagkalamatay ini. Sa challenge pa gid sa amon nga magtanom naman kami luwat kag patubuon ini. Pero ini tanan na lang puwasan namon kag sa subong gina-enjoy na namon ang amon mga bunga sa amon crops, sa amon di sa pamilya namon, sa amon komunidad kag sa mga kubos namon nga mga pumuluyo.
Less than 2 months after, we already started harvesting fresh produce. We are able to grow assorted veggies from pechay, aplan kangkong, okra, talong, amargoso, pipino, kalubay, balatong, patola, and so on. Of course, it came without challenges, from the physical to the agricultural, but the benefits far outweighed our struggles to build our own urban garden.
As consumer, hindi na ko kinahanglan magkadto sa market para maninda. At the same time, nakabulig pa ako sa mga gulayan volunteers diri sa aton barangay, sa barangay Nabitasan. And at the same time, nakita ko nga nutritious ang mga tanom nga ila gina tanom. Pagsubong man, gusto ko i-congratulate ang mga gulayan volunteers, ang among mga parents na sa sini nga project nakabulig sila sa aton barangay kag sa syudad man.
The garden looks adorned with the different colors flashed by different varieties of vegetables. Indeed, the garden is not just a good source of fresh and nutritious food, but also a good source of savings and livelihood.
Dako gid ang bulig sa sining JPT Ediscape bilang barangay official kag chairman sang Women and Family. Dako gid ang pagpasalamat kay Mayor Jerry P. Treñas, kay Ma'am Mary Ann Ramos, Ma'am Cecil Gilliargan sa pagbahatag sini nga programa parte ni Sagad. Dako gid ang bulig nila ni sa pag-enhance ang kababainhan namon sa tungod sini nga pandemic. Dako gid ang mabulig kay diri kami diri sila nagakuha sang ilang sinintimos nga makabulig sa ila panimalay kag nakatukod gid sang kung paano magtanom.
We make it to a point to acknowledge the health of our community through feeding programs, community pantry, and community plant tree. It is pleasant to know that the ingredients for the feeding programs and vegetables given during our community pantry came from the efforts of our community as well because of our gulayan sa Nabitasan. With the drastic effect of the pandemic, as many of our people have lost their jobs, we initiated especially the indigent mothers in our community were taught container gardening as extension of our Gulayan sa Nabitasan project, and also to help them and provide them hope as they have lost their source of income. Since this pandemic struck, our fellow frontline workers were placed under immense and unprecedented pressure, putting their physical, mental, and social well-being at risk. As a way of expressing our gratitude for the unwavering service of our frontline workers to our fellows during this tough situation, we cheerfully delivered our harvested produce of nutrient-giving fruits and vegetables as donation to the Uswag Community Kitchen. Plastics are beneficial to society for its many and versatile uses. It is the irresponsible waste disposal that is harmful to our environment. To reduce one's waste footprints from plastics, we reuse and recycle plastic containers, rubbers, and old tires as planters to plant flowers and edible greens. In making our vertical garden, we are passionately practicing the 5 R's: rethink, reduce, reuse, recycle, and respect. This is our inspiration of coming up with our sixth R, and this is the responsibility. This is the fuel that will keep the 5 R's going. Responsibility for everyone to protect our God-given resources. Not only it had become worthy and long-term, our communal garden was also popular as it served as an inspiration not only for our community but to Iloilo City as well. It has been visited by Ilongga Queens and even Congresswoman Jam Jam Baronda. Our communal garden created an impact worthy of the effort, attention, and inspiration. Our Gulayan sa Nabitasan also serves as an attraction as it showcases the 4 main festivals attractions in Iloilo: the Dinagyang Festival, the Kasadyahan Festival, the Chinese New Year, and the Parao Regatta Festival. Our goal is to showcase the rich ethnicity and artistic values of the Ilonggos and to raise appreciation for the environment through our colorful festivals. On a personal level, the JPT Ediscape has been good for the mental health. Most notably, the communal garden has become so much more for us as a community.
It's really an enriching experience. We were really just intending to grow vegetables, but in process, we also grew ourselves and our community. And you become part of this growth and giving life process. It was actually the community garden that built our community and not the other way around. It is overwhelming to know and see that despite with what we are going through, our community is united, cooperative, and believes that there is hope in every challenge. We assure our beloved city that our community is one in fighting for our light amidst this darkness. Padayon sa pagbato, Iloilo.